Original projections had it spinning out and going back to the northern Atlantic.
The track changed with every model run.
The models were picking up on it and looking like it was going to get caught by the upper level winds.
And it picked up quite a bit of strength early, but then there was a little bit of a back off period, even down to a Category 1 hurricane. But then we saw Florence pick that speed back up and to pick up its status as a Category 4 storm.
When we started taking things a little bit seriously is when we noticed that that forecast model and that cone of uncertainty stopped changing a lot.
It missed the connection and it's got a free shot to us.
And after a while, we continued to watch this and thinking, this is going to obviously impact us.
The 13th of September.
Well, we went in and we started our day at normal, typical day.
I'm on the morning show, so we started very early, around 4:30 in the morning. Earlier that morning, we made the decision that the storm was close enough. It was starting, the effects were starting to be felt.
And we knew that at some point we would have to go wall to wall.
In the news business, we call it wall to wall. That means we go without commercial breaks. We go without your TV shows that you might love to watch. It is just us.
We started going wall to wall. It was about 7 o'clock.
That's really when it sunk in. Okay, it's happening. This is real. This is when we're really going to have to do our marathon of coverage.
The reason we ended up triggering the wall to wall was because we were starting to see some of those outer bands that were starting to cause tornado, what looked like it was going to be tornado warnings.
The newsroom was this just constant, that's the only thing anyone was talking about. We started going to reporters who were live out in the field, showing what was being done to get people ready.
Mary Lee and I took off in the morning. We were going to do actual live reports of preps or what was actually happening at the beach and in Carteret County.
So he was driving us around, he was operating the camera, and halfway through the day, the wind's already just picking up. And I mean, it's literally just the wind. And I'm already like, oh, I don't know, this is kind of nerve-wracking.
Once it started, it was like, okay, it's here. And it is rough.
It really is.
And I was just checking on some information. I'm sorry that, take away from it here, we are evacuating our building.
I saw Donnie working and holding down the weather center by himself.
We stayed here and tracked the storm. We were here to be able to pass along that information to everybody.
I wrote a little note on a piece of paper and I said, I'm not leaving. We're going to turn the green screen on.
I'm going to let you step in here for a second, come back in. Just wanted to point out that Shane and I are here to keep you up to date with what's going on. We have the situation that has developed here at the station, and that is that the water getting close to the building, that the building has been evacuated. Just so that you know, we are staying here to keep you up to date. We're trying to establish here in just a little bit with our sister station. We were just at a point, though, that we had to go, although I will tell you that it was a hard decision because we wanted to continue to be here and alert people, but it was just getting to a safety factor that we had to evacuate the building.
So it was scary. It was frightening. It was, you know, just so many things popping into your mind at once.
That was very disappointing to be run off the plank when you're really starting to fight hard.
The water was really coming down, the rain was coming down.
Things couldn't have been worse, and then they really started going downhill.
You know, I'd never seen New Bern quite this bad before, and I knew that, you know, this was going to be historical. The water was up around downtown. There were waves crashing into Union Point Park, into the gazebo. The boats were just being pushed around all over the place, and then, you know, come to find out this is 12 hours after the water had reached its peak when the surge had come through. This is going to be something that we're going to talk about for a long time.